I made phone calls to the president. I made calls to want to speak to the president twice yesterday. First time, he hadn't come to the office, and the second time it was at a FEC meeting. So I haven't spoken to him directly, but I actually did call to want to speak with him. But like I said, it was at FEC meeting, and he probably had his briefing. So he was actually the one that asked the Chief of Defense Staff to call me. And I think it was when he got my message, right? So because when the Chief of Defense Staff called me, he said to me, it was the president that asked him to call. So I haven't spoken to him directly. Maybe sometime later today that might happen. So I don't have the report to say this was what he said or anything, because we haven't spoken. So regarding the level of destruction that we've seen, so those were, the levels of escalation that I had to do. Each time I get a report, or each time I see a video trending of the next, facility that has been touched. So I was escalating well, I won't call it anger, but my attempt to be able to stand and to be able to halt, the level of destruction that we're seeing. And that was what led to all of those calls coming in, right? And I don't understand, I don't know the reportage line or the protocols of the military. How do they come out? How do they, what is their line of chain of command? I don't. And I cannot, claim that. It's something that is known to everyone. But eventually, they said to me that they will come out, and we've seen quite a number of them responding to a lot of those facilities. But of course, we can say after the effect, these buildings have already been touched, and so for us is going forward is to ensure that we still do not have a repeat of what we saw yesterday. In all terms, we should not have a repeat of what we saw yesterday. That's one.